composition, you know, you've got good CC, you've got good lockdown. Team fighting, you can front to back as well with the Olaf just running at the enemy back. And Flash, knocked back with the Tofu strikes, stepping forward, undertow, gets the shield, but Chasy continues to trade in. There's the ghost away as Photon spots Elyoya on the minion wave and can just run his way down towards this bottom side. Make sure he's out of range of the gank, then parts back towards his lane. Perkz now moving from the mid lane. The push you mentioned earlier, the dive possible. Carzzy with cleanse, Hylissang with heal. Kaiser will tank the tower, ignite out, cleanse immediately away from the ignite. Kaiser tanks another shot. The charm coming in, Carzzy low, first blood over to Vitality. Upset though, caught up with the event horizon as Nisqy TP'd in. And in the end, Vitality will be able to walk away.
Just a really clean play from Vitality overall. What more is there to say? They stacked the waves, they leveraged the fact that Perkz had the priority in mid, they get the TP out from Nisqy, but they still get the kill onto Carzzy, get all of his summoner spells. Now Mad trying to make a cross map happen top.
Photon does still have the flash, can use it on the bulk breaker, TP comes in, Chasy low, Elyoya has to get the hell out of there as the undertow continues to find him out.
He's going in.
Photon flashing forward, the knockback with the Pathfinder, but now Elyoya, the worst for wear, flashes away after losing his top lane. You can see Mad Lions looking to try and isolate Photon. Last time they played this out, they lost out the 2v1.
Just gonna kill him again.
Undertow does connect onto Chasy. Elyoya coming in as well. Photon just needs another undertow into the auto. Underneath the tower, he'll get it. Trades his life for it. The undertow coming out, but no. For a moment it looked close, but in the end, Elyoya able to take that kill. We'll get reduced XP from...
You know, if Photon's axe was a little closer, he would have gotten that kill. Ooh, wall physics getting in the way there. Kaiser lands the hook, but doesn't secure the kill. Oh look, Perkz on the roam again. He gets spotted on the ward, doesn't care. Has the level 6, has the ultimate available, and they're going for the dive.
Carzzy has no flash. The charm, though, trying to predict it, and immediately Mad able to walk away from that one. Bo already used the clone to get into this one. Vitality dashing back forward. Perkz looking for a bit more damage. Elyoya here. Nisqy on his way down. No vision for him in the tri-bush, but he can perhaps knock them down a little bit as Kaiser goes forward. We'll have a reduced cooldown on that Q. Nisqy now all his way around, and now Vitality will spot him. The event horizon goes down. Flashing forward. Bo ignited, ticking. Falls in the end. Nisqy goes down as well. Kaiser dashing in, and Carzzy takes him out 2 for 1. The root comes out from upset to stop the advance of the Mad Lions, but Mad able to get something back on the board.
Really, that was best. Bo lives way longer than he thinks he's going to, but thanks to the damage and turnaround commitment, they're able to get a kill back. Now Nisqy's in danger, or is Bo in danger?
Bo gets locked up, the cease and desist enough to end his life. Bo now does have the serrated Dirk on Carzzy, but Kaiser has had the option to go back, get himself double Ruby Crystal, already has that Sight Stone upgraded as well, or the warding trinket as the root goes down onto Hylissang. Doesn't have the flash, does have a heal, but doesn't really have anywhere to use it. And Vitality, even though they lose the dragon, will still find themselves a fish in the river.
Bit greedy there from Perkz. He committed the ultimate to try and steal the kill. Ended up going over to Bo, but now he doesn't have that. What does that mean? Elyoya can look for a play.
Perkz locked up, cease and desist coming out. Perkz pops the stopwatch. Flashes and escapes the charm under the tower as well. Nisqy will tank an extra tower shot. Prism does find it. Carzzy has the ebb and flow on him as well. Will blast cone forward, but Kaiser going back in. Depth charge on Carzzy. Used to be teammates, but now the Cyclone coming in to lock him up. The Aqua Prism as well. The cleanse away from Carzzy as he tries to escape, but Perkz is dashing in and lands the charm once again. Bo able to kill off Carzzy. Flash forward by Bo. Dash away from Elyoya. Vitality will have to settle for only a single kill.
Now that flash...
Bo caught out a little bit here, but can always just clone across. You see that? Him stutter stepping. It's the basic clone. Perhaps Aqua Prism going out. There's a cleanse as well. Kaiser trying to go in as Carzzy jumps away. Elyoya able to escape down towards the bottom side. The Ragnarok coming out, but you can't get over the wall. Terrain still stops the Olaf. Nisqy almost roots up Upset, who doesn't have a Featherstorm and doesn't have a flash, and has to use the Gale Force to dash to safety.
Nisqy's solo pushing in bot lane. There's a big window here for you to threaten, but in the same vein, when you've only got one member bot, that means that multiple members can actually respond to the top side and potentially slow down the push. They're looking for Kaiser though.
The support's being caught out so far. Cease and desist coming in as well. Carzzy dashing forward, but there's the depth charge, and Bo is on the flank. Upset there as well. Kaiser already down. Chasy trying to get onto Upset. Featherstorm possible. Upset dashes up. The Culling coming out as well, and Bo's already cut off one. Carzzy will fall. Elyoya chased up towards the top side. Upset also down in the fight. Perkz trying to trade in. There's the charm on Hilly. Photon rooted up for a second. No Ragnarok left on him. Primordial Burst not enough to cut through the Vikings' health bar. Bo dashing back in. Elyoya smacks him around the head. The shield coming out. Bo low. Event horizon once again as Chasy puts them in the midst of the meat grinder. But Bo and Photon low. Perkz gets the Spirit Watch back up. Nisqy takes one. Perkz is going to look for a little bit more as he goes down towards Chasy, off towards the bottom side. He'll get another. Perkz diving forward. Elyoya and Nisqy on the wrong side of the rift here as Kaiser's on his way back up. Elyoya, Vault Breaker charged up. Nisqy trying to get in between the towers here, but Kaiser should be able to flash hook and flash away from Nisqy. Perkz, flash available. Event Horizon down. Perkz flashes over. Misses the charm. Misses the Everfrost. And Nisqy with the heist of the century. Perkz invests his teleport to make sure that Mad couldn't get much more. Chasy dashes away and Event Horizon again. Lands onto Perkz. Primordial Burst won't be enough to kill him off. The stopwatch coming out. Bo trying to trade onto Elyoya up towards the top side. Perkz with the Spirit Rush way down towards the bottom side. Hylissang's already dead and Chase is going to chase as well. Bo down as well. 1-for-1 trade so far, but Perkz lands the Everfrost. There's 2-for-1. Vitality coming up trumps in the fight so far. Nisqy though, trying to back away. The undertow hits Carzzy. The cleanse away. He's trying to dash, he's trying to dive, he's trying to duck away from any damage, but instead, Upset takes him out. Nisqy answers with one. But Hylissang and Elyoya and Chasy fall alongside Carzzy, and it's all on Nisqy. Halfway off cooldown with the Primordial Burst, no jungler here. Hex Splash out, Upset tanking up the Baron for now.
They can't
Vitality
do it.
will realize they cannot do it for now. It's 5-1-0 on this Veigar. Rabadon's death cap finished, Seraph's complete. Hylissang going to be met with Bo here. Cyclone coming out, death charge on to Carzzy. Flash forward, Ragnarok as well, the undertow. Carzzy already dead. Hylissang down as well. And Nisqy really can't do much in the face of Vitality. Unstoppable as they go in with the charm, the Everfrost, the root. Nisqy lands in Event Horizon, but the feathers fly. And Nisqy dies, shut down by Vitality. And they will turn towards the Baron.
Photon could not be stopped. Mad Lions did what they could, but we talked about the dive. And we talked about how there's not enough peel for Carzzy. The second that Photon decides that he wants Carzzy to fall, Carzzy does in fact fall. Great team from Vitality, turns into a Baron, and the consolation prize for Mad is a Cloud Drake.
We'll put them on soul point if they can get it before.
They can't even get
Vitality are here, but they can't do it. As you say, will be 2 apiece now. Vitality, 2.5 minutes left on their Baron buff.
And that's all that matters.
So, having a very good series is Perkz. Pathfinder out there will dodge the depth charge, cease and desist as well. Bo with another Cyclone of Vitality, the one's collapsing first. Chasy left to the Wolves, and Vitality will gobble him up. Another kill over to Bo, now 5-4 on the Wukong. Vitality with the Baron buff for the next 90 seconds can push in. Could try and catch 2 waves instead, just playing on 1 right now. Mid-wave not in the best of shapes for them, not in the best of positions. Nisqy pushing in the top lane, trying to get an objective bounty back, but for this, their inhibitor will be forfeit as a Vitality start to demolish the base of Mad Lions. Are they going to look for more here?
Of course they're going to look for more. They're so far ahead right now. The charm lands.
Everfrost going out as well. The Ragnarok being used. There's the dredge line as well, and Nisqy slain where he stands. Buried under his own Nexus. The Nexus Tower is now the target for Vitality. They'll take it as well. And they look for more. They look for it all as Vitality sweep away the Mad Lions in dominant fashion. They will end up 2-0.
A deathless series for Perkz. A single death on Upset. And a commanding victory once again. We saw a bit of over-aggression from Vitality at times, but they played the fights beautifully, and they dominated Mad Lions. There were no questions in this series. Vitality were the